low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go.
Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. It's your favorite girl, Mimi's Ob. If this is your first time on my channel, you are highly welcome to the family. And to my returning subscribers, you guys are the best. Thanks for always coming by to watch my video. And you guys, on my last video, like, I really appreciate a lot of you guys supported my channel. You subscribed to my channel and you engaged in the comment section. At least I got to know a lot of things I didn't know, or my misconceptions about Kenyans. I got to know them in my last video. So just coming across my video for the first time and you have not yet subscribed, please do well to subscribe and join the gang. Join the gang. Okay guys, without further ado, let's dive right into today's video. So guys, in this video I'll be talking about 8 weird misconceptions that we Nigerians have about Kenya, and let me say Kenyans generally. Okay, so the first, if you see me looking down, just know that I had to jot it somewhere so that I won't forget what I want to say. So the first misconception we had about Kenyans is that Kenyans are poor. Wow, really, like that was the first misconception. A lot of people think Kenyans are, they are poor. So far they are in Africa, they are a very poor country, but you guys, that is not really true. That is not true. Fine, there is always there's no way there won't be there won't be the rural part in a particular country and there won't be the urban part, but Kenyans are actually not poor. We have a lot of Kenyans that are well to do, and that has been one of the misconceptions that we have about Kenyans. The fact that Kenyans skin complexion is always black. Even me, before going to Kenya, that was my impression about Kenya, that okay, Kenyans are these black people. They're always very dark, not even black, they are always very dark. That was my misconception about them, and especially during this marathon race from in Access Bank that a lot of countries participating. We've seen Kenyans we've seen Kenyans win the contest severally, and and most of them that come to Nigeria for the contest, they are mostly blacks, like they are always very dark. So that was what made me have this misconception about them, that Kenyans are always very black, Kenyans are always very dark, like they are very, very dark, if you know what I mean when I mean dark. So, but when I came to Kenya, that changed my, misconception about them. I had to see, I realized that not all Kenyans are black. They are just like we in Nigeria. We have people that are fair in complexion. We have people that are black in complexion. We have people that are, chocolate. We have people that are dark in complexion, and we have people that are very, very, fair in complexion. So it's the same thing with Kenyans. When I went there, I realized there are black Kenyans, there are fair Kenyans, there are even white, like very, very white Kenyans. There are some of them that that married maybe another tribe, probably interracial marriage. So a lot of I even get to realize from my last video, I get to realize that we have some Swahilis, some Arabs that are already Kenyans. They are they are bred and brought up in Kenya, like they grew up in Kenya. So they are actually not Arab, but they are Arabs, but they are Kenyans as well. So the misconception we have about Kenyans are just too much as regards their complexion. So me going there change that misconception about them. And the next one is that the next misconceptions that we Nigerians have about Kenya is that Kenya is filled with animals roaming around the streets. Girl, that is not true. That is actually not true about Kenya. Like, okay, during my stay there, it's not like I stayed there for a very long, at least I spent up to a week. Kenya, and I didn't see any animal roaming around the streets. Fine, even in Nigeria, yeah, we have animals roaming around the streets, probably goats, chickens, hens, and all. But in Kenya, maybe the part I went to though, but in Mombasa that I went to, I didn't come across anything of such. If you want to see animals, they are actually a zoo. There's a place called Allah Park in Mombasa. I visited the place and we got to see a lot of animals. We have snakes, they have antelope, they have buffalo, they have tortoise, they have giraffe, a lot of animals. So there's a particular place where they are in Kenya. Well, maybe some part of Kenya, maybe the rural parts, or maybe the village or something. We can see something of such, but the places I went to in Mombasa, I didn't come across such. So that is another misconception that we Nigerians have about Kenya. So the next misconception is that Kenya is a very hot place. Well, during the time I went there, I guess some people might go there and they will have this, the impression that Kenya is a very cold place. Some people will go there, they will say Kenya is a very hot place. But during the time I went there, Kenya is not hot and is not cold. Yeah, that's what I would say, because is the weather is just normal, like Nigerian weather. Is not extra. There's no extra hotness or something. So it's for me. I don't think Kenya is a very hot place. I don't have the misconception that it is hot. It is just the normal weather that we experience here in Nigeria. There is a cold weather, there's a hot weather, but during the time I went there, the weather was just normal. My son, he just wants to lie down. So the weather was just normal. So Kenya is not a very hot place. So that one is another misconception that we have about Kenya. So guys, another misconception that we Nigerians have about Kenya is that Kenyans food are always they always consist of herbs, they consist of concoction and all. But when I went there, this cleared my misconception. Although I never had an idea of how Kenyan's food looks like, so I don't have the misconception. But there are some Nigerians that have this belief, that have this misconception that Kenyan's food are always herbs. They are just blah blah blah. Even some Kenyans, they don't believe in their food, because according to my last video, some people still commented that I'm one of the people that likes their food, that their food is not really too. But believe me, their food, they have different and let me say variety of foods, like modern foods, like different foods. Like, okay, the last time I went there, for me as a person, I enjoyed their food, because I'm this kind of person that I like adventure, and I'm always willing to learn new things, and I'm always willing to learn new ways people do things, to learn about people's culture. So I guess that also contributed to why I love their food. So I love to try new things. So their food, for me, when I went there, maybe things that I ate, they are very okay. I enjoyed every bit of the food. At least I have this mindset of trying new things. So that was what even spoiled me liking their food. So Kenyan's food are not always concoction. They have a lot of different dishes, different intercontinental dishes. Even their fruits, Kenyans love raw fruits. So I get to experience a lot of different dishes of Kenya, which I liked. So which are not even concoction or herbs. Do you get? So that's a misconception that we have about Kenyan food as well. Okay. So guys, these are the 5 weird misconceptions that we have about Kenyans that I'm just trying to clear. So guys, if you're having a weird misconceptions about Kenya, I hope this clears the air. Kenya is a very beautiful place, that is a very diverse country that welcome people into their country. So if this is your first time on my channel and you have watched this video to this moment, please do well to subscribe, like, share to other Kenyans so that they will know about their beautiful country. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.